Alright, I'm talking with Jason McCreanney from Keyhole Security. We're looking at the KeyCam Rapid Deployment Surveillance Camera. Jason, let's have a look at it.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Yeah, as Anthony said, my name is Jason McCreanney. I come from a company called Keyhole Security, and we've been operating this camera now for 4 years, and I'd like to tell you about it. This is one of the products here. It comes with hardware and software. And the first thing you need to do is to load the software onto your machine, and that will then give you this icon on your desktop, which is the VidiLens icon, and it enables you to configure the camera, to view the images, to decrypt the images, and to view the event log. So let me just go through the actual practical setup of this unit. This version is made to look like a passive infrared detector. So it goes into corners or flash onto a wall, and if you put the camera 2 meters high, it will give you 15 meters in length. So in order to set this camera up, we just need to initially connect the battery. There are 2 little lugs either side of the board, which just need to be prized open, and then the battery is connected. Now there's a little tongue running down the battery connector which just fits in there, and it can only go one way. And then of course we just clear the wires so that goes back into the unit, and that clicks all into place. Now this device is ready to be powered on for the first time. It has an SD card that's simply slotted into the unit, and then we just power the unit on. We're looking for the LED light to go green, and that will tell us that it's formatted the SD card and is now ready for operation. In order for it to be operated, it needs a remote control. Here is a remote control for the unit, and it has 3 buttons on it. It has red to arm the camera, blue to take a picture now, and the black button is to disarm. So now I'm going to arm the camera. That's it, I've just pressed the red button, the red light is now flashing, and that camera is now armed. If I wanted to install this camera, all I have to do is put some Velcro or sticky material onto the back, or even screw it to the wall, and install the camera unit. So that is basically the camera installed, and this camera is now taking pictures on that motion directly as a default setting. I hope you think that was easy to use. What I'd like to show you now is these particular images that it's taking on my laptop. So what we're going to do, we're going to disarm the camera by pressing the black button. I'm going to wait for the LED light to stop its rapid flashing, and then I'm going to turn the power off. As you can see, the LED light is now into a regular heartbeat, and it's safe for me to turn the power off. I'm now going to take the SD card out, and if you are lucky enough to have a laptop with a USB connector, you can put it straight into there. Alternatively, in the kit comes with a USB reader. So what we can do, we can simply install the USB card into the reader, and we can plug that directly into the USB port. Now, you will be able to view those images in any software because they're JPEG images, but for the purpose of this demonstration I want to show it to you in this way. So initially we go to Image Viewer, we click Continue, we go to Locate Images, we go to My Computer, we go to Removable Disk, and you can see there's a DCIM folder, and now there is another file that's been created. If we open that file, you'll see all those pictures that we've just taken, and that last one indeed shows a picture of me. Now if we look down here, you'll see that the default time and date of the camera has been set at 2000. Now this now needs to be changed for it to be fully operational and give you that watermark in the photograph. So if we go to Configuration, Continue, Settings, and we open that settings folder, this screen appears. Now straight away you can see that the time and date has been taken by the laptop. So we can now insert a watermark, and we can click Save, and that's it, totally configured. Now if we use hardware like this, we can safely ask the machine to take the SD card out of the machine and put the SD card back in its holder in the camera. like so, and then turn the unit on. Once again, you will see the LED light doing a rapid flash, and this is waiting for that new settings folder to be loaded. The light will go green, and it will then tell you that it's ready for its arm command from the remote control. If we then arm the camera, as you can see, it flashes red, and it's now taken another sequence of images. So this sequence, it should be slightly pointing to my face and the man in the moon behind me, and that should tell you that obviously this is a live set, and it'll have the correct date and time in there now. And it will also have a new watermark. The watermark that appears in the photograph is called Demo for UBM. The other thing that's really interesting about this product is that we can prove that this digital image hasn't been adapted or modified in any way, as every time the camera does anything, it writes a line of code to the event log, and if the photograph is changed in any way, then it will no longer work with the event log. So I'd like to now show you these images by depressing the black button on the remote control, and as you can see, the light flashes green in a rapid way, waiting for its regular heartbeat, where it's now clear and safe for me to depower the unit and take the SD card out. Once again, the SD card goes straight into the SD card reader and deploys itself back into a USB port where those pictures can be seen. If we then go to the image viewer, continue, locate images, my computer, removable disk, and now there's a second folder there. If we go into that folder, you will see that there are more pictures there. If we click the start menu, we can see that these images that I've taken, you can see I've been talking, and you can see the man in the moon slightly behind me, and you can see that the watermark now is correct with the date, time, and the demo for UBM, which was the watermark I created. I hope you agree that's a very easy way we can set up surveillance cameras. There is no limitation to the amount of use you can get out of this product. This battery that's in here is a standard battery and will go for 9 weeks taking pictures on motion. But if we wanted to make this battery last longer, we have a whole range of batteries to use. We can also take it out of this PIR unit and we can install this camera in lots of other housings. It has a very strong covert nature. We can put this in an IP65 rated box, and we even have an IP67 rated box now that this can see through. The unit can work on an event, which is a trigger of the motion sensor, or it can actually work on time lapse. It has lots of other uses, including it can control a siren or strobe from the points here. You can have 12 volt power supply going to the unit, so it's very easy to set up with a solar panel. There are lots of other boards that can plug into our versions of this, including infrared, either visible or invisible. We can even connect it to a GPRS unit, and it can send you these photographs via GPRS to your email account. In addition to this, we have a range of lenses now. We have 3 telephoto lenses, 8, 16 and 25mm lenses, and these can be operated succinctly with a radio frequency board that can also be plugged into the unit. So within 100 meters we can have the motion sensor on here disabled, and the action of another device, which can be 100 meters away, triggering the camera to give you those images. I think that's quite a lot of information already, so I think I'll stop there and say thank you very much for listening, and I hope you liked our wireless camera.
Jason, thanks very much.